Jersey Devil 1976 here. Got a few things I want to talk about, so I'll just go ahead and get right to it. First, I would like to say a very big thank you to Commsnake. I was watching one of his videos the other day, and there was a brief statement about a channel that he would recommend to his friends, and it ended up being mine. And I was kind of shocked and surprised, and actually had to play back the video a little bit to make sure I was actually seeing what I was seeing. So I'd like to say thank you, man, and I appreciate that. And I enjoy watching your videos as well, and everybody should go check out his stuff. As a matter of fact, I will put a link to your channel in the description on this video as well. So again, big thank you. He is also having a little bit of a contest for getting 50 subscribers, and the challenge is to build a zombie. And I was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. So I was like, I'll throw my name in the hat and I'll give it a try. And I've been working on something here for the past couple days. It's turned out pretty good. So here's just like a little preview of what it is. Oh, wait a second. Wait, this is just an orc boy. I must have picked up the wrong model. Yeah, I'm not going to show you what I'm working on yet. That's too easy. Jersey Devil can do more than just orcs, but I think you'll like it. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of liking it myself. I may have a hard time turning it over. We'll see. Another thing I've been working on is the Zagstruck scratch build, and I actually started it, and I actually did a video for it, but for some reason I cannot get it to upload, and it's kind of ticking me off. So I'm trying to transfer it to another device so I can upload it. And I don't want to go over the entire thing because I've actually done some more work since then. So I'm going to try to get it uploaded. If not, I'll just have to do a whole nother video and just kind of go through what I've done and show you what I have now. But I will show you just like a quick little snippet. Here's the torso I was working on. So I got the legs all chopped off, and I got the robotic hips put in. And I picked out the arms and the head. The only thing I'll be changing is this axe arm. I'll be cutting that hand off and putting a slug of pistol on there. So that's that. Other thing I've been working on is rivets. I finally got some more material to make rivets, and made a bunch of them because I'm tired of running out of them in the middle of projects. This may not look like much, but it is quite a lot. They're kind of small, but this is a 0.40 rod or 1 millimeter, and this is actually 2 pieces of that come in the package. You get 10 pieces, and I've cut up 2 of them, and it's quite a lot. I tried to count them, but I lost count and got really bored with that. So all I can say is I know one stick will make quite a lot. So I'm probably going to chop up like another 2 or 3 of them, just so I have a really good supply of them, and that way hopefully I won't run out in the middle of the next couple projects. So, and the last thing I'm really going to talk about is I had a question from one of my new subscribers, and it's I hope I get this name right. It's Typhoran1. I believe that's right. And he was asking about the scratch build Def Dread I did, and the Mega Knobs. I was asking about what size material I use and all that stuff. So let me just kind of, it's kind of a hard question to answer because I use so much stuff. But if you're just starting out, I can definitely show you a few of the essentials I think you'll need. Especially if you're going to be doing stuff with works. And definitely one of them is this right here. This .40 rod. Now you can use any size you want. You can use something bigger, slightly larger, or slightly smaller. But this is a pretty decent size for rivets. And as you just saw, you get a pack of this, and there's 10 of these sticks in here, and this is just 2 of them right here. So that's a pretty decent supply. So definitely a must-have is some sort of rod to make rivets, unless you want to do it another way. If you want to use like the hole puncher and just punch them out, then that's cool too. And if you check out my video for cutting rivets, you can see that option as well. So go take a look at that. And the next thing I would suggest is go get some styrene sheet. The two thicknesses I use is a .40, which this is, and then a .30. I don't have any .30 at the moment. It's just slightly thinner than this. And this is 1 millimeter thick, and the other one is just slightly less. I don't know what the millimeter conversion is. But this is really good for building like large tanks, vehicles, dreads, stuff like that. It's pretty sturdy, but it's very easy to cut. The .30 I really like for doing smaller details like icons and things like that, and glyphs, and just smaller details, because it's a little bit easier to cut than this .40. And I think it looks a little bit better on if you're going to be using it for like foot troop size soldiers, like your boys and knobs and stuff like that. The last thing I would suggest getting is some styrene tube, and this stuff comes in all different diameters, and to be honest, I use a variety of different sizes for my model. I think that Def Dread he had like 3 or 4 different size rods I used to make pistons, but you can use these to make gun barrels and exhaust pipes and stuff like that. So I would just pick up as many different sizes as you can. An easy trick to getting the right sizes so that they telescope inside each other is by the item number. So here's your package, and this is Evergreen Scale Models, and it's item number 226. So if you want this to telescope into something, you're going to want to get item number 228. And if you want something to go inside this one, you want to get 224, and so on and so on. So basically evens and odd numbers on your styrene tube. And that will get you, you get all evens, they'll all telescope into each other. You get all odd numbers, they'll telescope into each other and fit nicely. I would say probably a decent size to start out with. 3/16 is probably a little bit too big. You probably want to start with like a number 224 and a number 222, which is a good size for medium-sized models. So I would have to check to be sure, and I'll message you when I have some time to actually look, because most of the time I just take all this stuff out of the package and I don't ever put it back in, so I don't really know what size it is half the time. So I couldn't be for sure unless I do some research, but I think that's a pretty decent size to start with. But to be honest, I would get as many different sizes as possible. I hope to eventually have all of the sizes of tube, because it's so versatile. You can use it for just about anything. So, and if you checked out any of my other videos, you know that you can cut it up into halves and quarters and use it for armor plating and just a whole bunch of different stuff. So I hope that answers your question, and if not, send me a message and I'll definitely try to answer some more of your questions. But I think if you're going to start out, that's a pretty good place to start. So you want to get some material for rivets, some styrene sheet, and a bunch of styrene tube. And other than that, that's all I really got. I've been thinking about doing some other videos for some little tutorials. Thinking about showing you a couple different ways to make some big shutas out of your shutas for your orc boys and your vehicles and stuff like that, and also how to make sluggas into shootas. And also thinking about doing one about how I make my power cables and stuff like that. I don't use them very often, but when I do use them, it's a pretty simple technique and it's easy to do. So I figure I just might show everybody. So I had a couple things that I was thinking about, but I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know, and I'll definitely, if I know how to do it, I'll show you at least my technique. So that's all I really got for now. So again, Commsnake, thank you, sir, and go check out his videos because there will be a link down there. And I'm also going to throw a link for Evergreen Scale Models in there. Go to their website. They don't have a shopping cart website, but they do have all the information for their products on there, and you can call them and order that stuff directly from them, where they will give you a list of vendors that are near you. And but it has all the different shapes and all that stuff that they have, all the different, how many pieces come in each package, all the measurements, it'll give you the inches and the millimeters and all that stuff. So it's pretty helpful just to look at, so you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. So I will put a link for that as well. And other than that, that's all I got. So any questions or comments, just let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks, everyone.